Years ago, I think your first course that you had for us several years ago, you mentioned something about even using it for low back pain. And I work a lot with our UFC champion, ex-champion, soon to be again champion in the next year or two, Cody Garbrandt, and he had debilitating back pain. And he went to Germany, had all the fancy stuff there, and he went through all around the United States trying to find doctors to help him out with his back, and really at the point of his lowest point, kind of just gave up. Came, had to kind of come back to me. We tried a little bit, and he came back, and we did BFR on him for a low back, discogenic, sciatic, degeneration, all the whole mess of low back. And I just BFR that leg, and we did probably maybe 10,000 lunges that year with BFR. And he hasn't had a problem with his back ever since. And yeah, we did our back therapy. We worked on back strengthening, core strengthening, hip mobility. But I really believe that the BFR with doing lunges, I picked a lunge because it was more of a back safe exercise versus a squat or a leg press or even a leg extension. I wanted his hips in a split stance. But for people who think that the BFR is really only for either post-operative, post-trauma, or kind of like this lower extremity stuff, we used it for a high-level mover for a really horrible back injury, and to do everything that you just said, gene expression, improving some hormonal stuff in his body, and doing it the natural way, and have him get a feel of aggressive work on his body without the load. And that was the secret sauce to his development.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the key there is, it can be a replacement for load with someone who is load intolerant. And maybe he can get to the point where he's load intolerant. And there's been some really high profile guys in the NFL who've had some back issues that just went and then did the same thing. Like, I'm moving to blood flow restriction and able to maintain it at that level from everything we're getting from BFR at the musculoskeletal side without having to go in and start loading and a cranky kind of back. And the same thing, they progress. We don't know if BFR did anything for the back, but I think just being able to deload but maintain a high level of fitness is what it took.
That's it, yeah.